Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. Okay, people. It's been a long time. I know. They've been clamoring. They've been blowing up the hotlines. They've been calling me on my personal number. I don't even know how they got it. They said, Mel, I said, what? They said, where is Van Buren? We haven't heard from him in so long. It's been seasons. He's our favorite guest. I said, well, you know what? I got something special for you here today. Making his long-awaited return to Rap Rankings. Coming to you live from Twin Peaks. It is the one, the only, the magnificent Van Buren. You can find this song out right now, folks. It's called Love to Dance by Van Buren. I was going to play it through the soundboard, but, you know, Van Buren's one of these new kids, and I don't know where to download his music no more. You can always stream it.
Mel, you are the
So I had to play it through
the
How am I the worst?
You are the worst. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why you're the worst.
How you get 3 reasons in 1 minute and 14 seconds?
Reason number 1, you didn't play his new song, the Crypto Freestyle.
Facts. We
Okay.
got a new single.
Failure number 1. Number 2, your intros pale in comparison to Moulz' intros.
This ain't about. This is not an intro competition. This is a review of ASTROTHUNDER.
When it comes to introing their guests. And number 3, you couldn't even respect this man enough to load the shit line in. So I
told you he one of these new whippersnappers. I don't know where to get his music. He don't make it available now. You can always stream it. So I'll be streaming. I'll be getting the streams.
No, you can go on
with these
Amazon.
white folks out here, Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, and all them.
You go on Amazon.
I did go on Amazon. Go in there right now. Type in Love to, not TO2, the number 2. Type it. You're gonna see what I just seen.
And
no, hold on.
Hey, man, I just want to say we don't support Jeff Bezos over here. That man going to space. He leaving us behind.
Well, he's going to Astroworld.
but Astroworld is supposed to be enjoyed with, like, you know, everybody.
He on that Jeff Bezos. He's not invited to Astroworld. I don't think.
Nah, he's not. He's really.
It's not that Trab wouldn't invite him. It's just that like his vibes aren't vibey enough.
Nah, his vibes ain't welcome at Astroworld.
Yo, I just copped that Crypto Freestyle, 99 cents on the Amazon Musics.
Yeah, but you didn't see that Love to Dance, did you? Because when you type that I
don't want that one. I want the new shit.
You know what? Fine. Then fine. Pretend I said everything again, and then Van Buren. Here we go.
I don't even know why I asked her.
This is that soulful shit.
Do any other artists who record themselves talk to themselves?
You know what I'm saying? Had to give him
me.
that
That's
soul.
me. I do that too.
Hey, real shit. Real shit.
Still disrespecting.
Oh, but you can't hear me because you live.
Not playing the file.
That's crazy.
Not playing the file.
I just stayed awake in class. If it was finance.
Finance.
Yeah, and I was trying to get the
Finance. It's a new shit.
Crypto Freestyle. Van Buren. Listen,
Hey, you gotta throw the flex bombs on this one.
I got the bombs. I got the. You just reminded me of Flex.
I'm sorry, he's playing this shit out of a Nickelodeon alarm clock.
Relax.
That's not how it sounds. It sounds cleaner
Moulz. Moulz is in rare form today. I don't know what's gotten into him. Okay, he's talking about Nickelodeon.
I ate some
alarm
Massachusetts
clocks.
pizza. I ate the Massachusetts pizza.
Apparently, we're balling over at Rap Rankings. I don't know because he's a regular Joe Budden, so he don't let me see the accounting. But he ordered Massachusetts pizza.
I use my unemployment money. Rap does not have any sort of sovereigns over my unemployment money. I chose to splurge a little bit. He calls
it unemployment money, aka what he should be paying Mel. You know, for keeping the lights on in this place.
Listen, don't worry. It's going to be Mel Gets a Job real soon out here.
It's going to be Mel Gibson real soon, okay?
Mel Gibson?
Yep.
I don't know that, man.
You're going to be working at Guitar Center. Because
I like you.
working at
Mel
Guitar
Gibson
Center.
don't like you.
That's right.
No, I don't like Guitar Center. I can't. I don't want to tell that story about guitar. That's for another day. But listen, Crypto Freestyle. It's out now by Van Buren.
Go buy it. It's available.
Yeah, go buy that.
It's purchasable. We know the fake ones, they don't buy it. They stream it.
Also, get that Love to Dance out now.
Yeah,
it's
that
good.
too.
It's good, but you gotta focus on the new shit.
He said it's good. You lied. Nobody wants to tell the truth. I love that video. Oh, okay. Anyway, 5 minutes and 30 seconds in, we ain't said. Listen, folks, it's Van Buren. I'll give you the regular intro. Van Buren, y'all.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
And you've come on here for this track 11, Astro Thunder, produced by Matthew Tavares. I don't know. River Tiber, Vegan. That's another Van Buren song.
Yeah,
but this is spelled Vegyn. John Mayer, Thundercat, Frank Dukes, and the boy Travis himself.
There's a lot of people.
A lot of people.
What were they all doing? Standing in the room, scratching each other's asses or something? How many people can make a beat?
No, that's not what they were doing. They did not do that. You see what type of time he's on, right?
Out the gate with the disrespect. I hear it. I see it.
Yeah,
20 producers.
That was not 20. That was 1, 2, 3,
that
4,
was like
5,
7.
6, 7. It was 7. It was 7 producers.
See? Yo, check out my and 6 other people's new beat, y'all.
Hey, it's a good beat.
We let the whole crew
Hold on, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Here we go. So, folks, if you're here for Van Buren, you've never been here for Rap Rankings, we're glad to have you. We love Van Buren here. But because he's been here before, we're not going to go through the rating system or anything. So, if we start throwing these ratings out and you feel lost, go to raprankings.com. The rating system is there. Check the FAQs or check the beginning of this episode where we explain the rating system. It's in the timestamps. But we're going to skip all that because, he's family around here. You don't need to go through all that. We can just get right into it. But as usual, when we have guests, we like to give them the floor. Decide if they want us to go first or if they want to go first. So, Cameron, if I can call you Cameron.
Of course, fam.
Okay, Cameron, I know you was Cameron. You want to go first? You want to go with the rating first? You want us to go first? How you want this to go down?
I'll let one of y'all go first with your ratings for this one.
Okay.
We like to offer. I mean, we just like to offer.
I appreciate it, and I think I went first last time, so I'm gonna let y'all take the lead on this one.
Okay. All right. Well, Moulz. You want to enter the Terror Dome first?
Sure, I fear no man, but stop trying to be God.
Okay, yeah, I'm hitting you with the. All right, what's your rating?
So, Astro Thunder, as it stands right now, is a 5-. I feel no ways about it, leaning on kind of not liking it, but we'll discuss why.
We will. We'll also discuss why you're wrong. And this song, Astro Thunder, is an 8+. Yes, I said it.
Okay.
8+.
8+. So it's big. It's better than almost everything on the Biggie album.
Yes, since you want to do that. Since you want to do this intellectually dishonest argument again, yes, I said it. Astro Thunder is an 8+, and I guess as a result, it's better than a lot of the songs on the Biggie album. Yes, that is what I'm saying. I'm standing by it.
Daniel just skipped ahead 15 minutes.
No, Daniel is a bozo, so we can never predict. When bozos move, they moving on them randomly. We don't know what he's going to do.
Wow.
So we'll get into that. But listen,
okay.
You're 5.
And you ain't black.
We know about you. So 5- from you, 8+ from me.
You're acting
Cameron,
like you're the hero, but the fact of the matter
I was the hero last week for the Biggie.
The fact of the matter is this, okay?
Uh-oh.
You don't like this album so far.
Oh,
That's not the point. That's not the point. It's a new song,
So
same
far,
album, but a new song.
At this point, track 11, we like the same number of songs on this thing.
Is that true? Let me see if
Yes.
that's true. Okay, yeah, that's true.
He's checking the scorecard. Oh.
So don't come around, you ain't black in me, all right? Not on this one.
I'm a you ain't black you as long as hip hop is alive, because I need to make sure you know your place. Okay, when you start talking, you like Kwame Brown, boy. Okay, this is a black this is black music. Okay, and
black music is black music, and it's all good. But we got to talk about this. Of course, sponsored by McDonald's, sponsored by Reese's. You know,
Reese's
sponsored by Cacti,
McDonald's.
You know, Cactus Jack sent us. He did. He sent us. It's true.
No. See, I'll never get behind
sponsored by PlayStation.
Listen. Oh yeah, he is rocking with Sony. That's true. Yeah, daggone PlayStation.
Sponsored by the city of Houston.
At this point.
What is he not rocking with? Stacey Dash,
Wendy's.
Mm-hmm. He don't rock with Wendy's?
Like Wendy's.
Well, I mean, he with McDonald's, so I would just assume, he not rocking with Wendy's.
But Cactus Jack sent us, but he can send us somewhere else.
He has shown it. He has shown us that. He has sent us to the Reese's Puffs, to the McDonald's, to Target to get the cactis. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To Walmart to get the Sony console. So I think you're right.
If the bag is bigger somewhere else, he'll send us there. But I refuse.
I
enjoy
to call him
his
branded exploits more than I enjoy his music at this point.
Hey,
well, as long as you're enjoying trab,
that's right.
I think that's all the kids want.
He has earned some. I will admit, he has earned some goodwill with me as a result of the McDonald's meal, which was a great deal. I mean, the deal was
great
just out
deal,
of this
great
world.
Meal.
Great deal, great meal. Cactus Jack sent me,
He is not Cactus Jack. That is Mick Foley. You, of all people, should know not to call him that. Okay?
I'm doing it for this review, Mel. I'm giving him his flowers for one day.
Oh, not the flowers. Everybody with these flowers, okay?
Listen. Just make sure if you give him flowers, just give him a potted cactus. You know what I'm saying? You know what he like. You know what the man like.
And make sure you stroke it before you give it to him. Huh?
Hey, I'm not going to do that.
He insists. Well, that was the other album. But,
you know what I'm saying. I don't think we got to do that. Astroworld is for the kids.
I don't know who Birds in the Trap was for. Maybe it was for McKnight, but
it was for the birds in the trap that sing Brian McKnight. Come on, bro, keep up.
All right, come on, you got to keep up.
It's hard to keep up with the kids and and the vibes and all that. But Travis, we're here to do this Astro Thunder. Shout out to your mill. You are number 2 now behind BTS, but that's nothing to be ashamed of because But
no, you know how I told you last time I went, they just gave me 2 Cajuns.
Yep.
Today I went back trying to get a redo. They gave me 2 what do you call them? Sweet chilies. Which
what?
I'd rather have 2 sweet chilies than 2 Cajuns. But come on, give me both.
Nah, the Cajun is the wave. The Cajun is the wave. I had them both.
Oh, word?
Listen. I'm a big fan of both, but I gave the chili a 10. I gave the Cajun a 9. It is what it is.
I'm feeling the Cajun a little more. The chili's good too, but I'm feeling the Cajun a little more.
You know what I like about the chili, Cameron? Usually when I see sweet chili, I'm like, oh God, here we go. It's going to taste like candy. I'm going to be dipping my food in some sweet ass sauce. This has a nice tang to it.
Yeah, you're right.
I like. It has a nice little bite to it. But I gotta say, that Cajun is no slouch because it has this like mustardy aftertaste that I really like. It has a lot of really complex flavor profile.
It does. It has a nice little kick to it. It's real. It's almost electrifying, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's just good little to the taste.
I will tell you this. I didn't know you were enough of a grease man, Cameron, to have tried the BTS meal, but I'm happy to hear that you had it.
Listen,
that Cajun. I think I prefer the chili myself, but the Cajun is something different,
By the way, I got something for the BTS fans out there in case they're listening.
I don't think they are, but what is it?
Guys, the BTS meal was dynamite. Dynamite. Huh? You heard that one before? I know you guys know it. All my BTS
You know what? You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say this. I've never heard a single BTS song. With that being said, I give Astro Thunder a 9+.
Wow. Almost a 10. This is one of your favorite Travis Scott songs.
This is my favorite song on the album.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. You know what, Cameron? That's not crazy at all. Obviously, that 8+ is pretty close to a 9, but this was a 9- for me for a while. I will admit. I will explain soon, but
can I talk about this one a little bit about what I'm not really feeling about it?
Please
get that out of the way.
For sure. Tell us.
So, on this album, and I've definitely discussed this already at this point throughout the review, I came for ASTROWORLD, a carnival experience. What I feel like I get on this particular song is, you know, in a video game where you get the underwater level?
Okay.
This is the underwater level in, like, Donkey Kong Country. Hey, great level, you know? But it's not carnival form. It's not hitting me in that spot. Now, I'm not just going to say, when I hear Astro Thunder, I'm not hearing Astro Thunder when I see this. Astro Thunder, I think of like a crazy carnival ride where you're shooting upwards. This one, I feel like I'm floating downwards. So I'm not getting Astro Thunder out of this song. I'm getting the water level, the swimming level from one of these games.
Interesting.
I actually follow that reasoning.
The kind of pads in here, there's like boom, 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 boom. There's like bass notes in here that I really like. And I feel like Trab starts off pretty like melodic and like in the pocket, pretty clear. I think maybe I even like it. But everything starts to melt away and sound like mush. And then the song ends. It's only 2.5 minutes long. Very short. It doesn't really have the structure of a full record to me. But I wish, if anything, my biggest gripe with this song was not so much the beat, even though the beat definitely wasn't what I was thinking when I see Astro Thunder on the album ASTROWORLD. I'm feeling like this becomes something pretty like mush-mouthed and formless pretty quickly. I mean, his first couple like verse bars, not really rapping, it's kind of like a singing.
Bars?
I mean, you know, like, I don't know what you want to call them. He's sing rapping, you know, but like the first couple bars in his verse, they sound like clear and melodic, and everything just sort of melts together.
Well, I feel like I understand all of your complaints, but
these aren't really complaints.
Well,
I gave
gripes,
it a 5. I mean, a 5 is, I feel no ways about it. I don't even dislike
fair
it.
Enough.
I don't even dislike
your observations.
I just can't say that I like it. I have no real hatred or love for it. I'm just kind of sitting here bored. I
feel like I don't know. I feel like with your expectations for the album, I don't know. It's like,
well, we're just coming off of these two songs, the joint with 21 Savage, NC-17, and the joint that samples the Goody Mob. What's the name of that one, Mel?
Is that
5% Tint?
Yeah,
5% Tint. Those two beats sound very Astroworldish to me. They sound like a carnival, and I locked in immediately.
See, that's my thing, is I feel like you're expecting just a carnival versus Astroworld is more of like, my expectations as a longtime Trap fan was more like a roller coaster rather than just a carnival. You know what I'm saying? A carnival, I feel like, has one connotation, but the roller coaster, I feel like, especially with like, you know, the whole symbolism of the roller coaster when he went on the tour and how that was such a centerpiece, it just, the album itself feels like a ride that has its highs and lows. And, Astro Thunder to me feels like a low. And also like visually, I feel like, and sonically it does represent like the thunder, because to me, like what he's saying about the life you need being distant. And then like, I imagine thunderclouds rolling in the distance. And like, you know what I'm saying? When you see that visual, I feel like it fits perfectly with the song and like the whole underwater vibe. And it feels like a perfect chill moment after like the more carnival-y feels of those last two songs. Because I feel like even at a carnival or whatever it is, you go on a ride and then after that you come off it, you go get some drinks and food and whatnot, and then maybe you'll get on like a more chill ride. You might go on the roller coaster or the little drop thing and then get on like the little merry-go-round type thing that just go around. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to have the highs and the lows.
I'm just not getting any sort of... I'm not getting roller coaster. I'm not getting the little thing with the dip. I'm not getting food. I'm seeing, to be quite honest with you, Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, floating around the water trying not to get hit by the swordfish.
Well, I mean, that's just one part of the roller coaster. The whole album is the roller coaster. That's just one point.
No, I feel you, but overall, I think that this concept is sold short on the album. Like, it didn't have to be called Astroworld. It could have been called anything, really, and it wouldn't have made a difference. I don't get Astroworld out of this album.
Let me take a page out of your book, Moulz. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to Astroworld?
Oh.
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, full disclosure, neither have I. But
Travis
given that we've never been, how would we truly know what it's like at Astroworld?
It's not about us knowing
or
what
theme
it's
park.
Like. It's first of all, it's a Six Flags theme park. I've been to Six Flags, multiple locations.
So have I.
They all kind of are the same. The one in Jersey is no different from the one in Ohio. Yeah, they have some different rides, but at the end of the day, the experience is pretty much the same.
But is it really?
Listen, is it Six Flags when it comes to Six Flags?
Now, black music is black music, and it's all good.
But here's the thing, okay? Now, that's my phrase. We both use the phrase. Here's the thing. I agreed with you. I remember when the artwork came out. I was in the Arby's drive-thru in 2018. I had Moulz on the phone. I was like, I remember us having that conversation. I was like,
shaking my head.
No, don't do this. Don't do this right now. Arby's, folks.
Hey,
okay?
Cameron, Arby's has done a lot in recent years to expand their menu selection, really do some adventurous things in the field of fast food.
Innovation in menu design. Shout out to
them. I think they're one of the only fast food places that's like national that you can get lamb from.
That don't appeal to me in any type of way.
Listen, I know what happened. I know what happened to you, Cameron. You went to Arby's one time in your youth, and you came home, and later that night, your stomach was like, and you never felt good about it again.
I think the big mistake people make at Arby's is getting the Arby's sandwich with the cheese and the sauce,
which is a fair mistake to make because that's what they're supposed to.
It's what they're known for.
They advertise.
But if you go for the lamb, gyro,
wait, hold on. You can't tell me that I made a mistake by going to the restaurant. By going to the restaurant and getting what they advertise on all the commercials.
No, I'm saying it's a mistake that people will make routinely, and it's not their fault, but it is a mistake. I made the mistake.
It's
myself.
Arby's fault. You know.
So is it a mistake or is it the plan? Is it the plan by Travis Scott, the song from Tenet?
I remember that song. I heard it once.
See, he's got his hands in everything. He's working with David Lynch, David Fincher. Who's that? Christopher Nolan. Freaking
all them guys.
Christopher Wallace. Give me the
Christopher Wallace. Yeah, give me the loop.
You know? He's a brand man. You got to respect a good brand man. When they do it right, it's a sight to behold.
It is. Indeed it is.
But this isn't about Arby's or any of that. They're good. If you ask me, maybe you don't eat the roast beef. I know it sounds crazy. Try those buffalo chicken sliders or
those are good.
Greek,
buffalo chicken
sliders.
Greek
hero. They're great.
But get the Greek gyro with lamb.
Don't let them beef.
Mel, what do they put sometimes if you don't ask for lamb?
They'll put the roast beef in there, I think.
Hey, how about they just make the commercial? We have the lamb, if that's the case. If I'm supposed to go there and get the lamb,
you know what else they need to do? They need to discontinue the roast beef.
Please,
that gray, depressing looking roast beef. Like, nah, nobody.
For my people who are on the internet, this is going to be a real deep cut. But sometimes that roast beef be tasting like beef Gerwich. If you know, you know. All right, I'm not going to elaborate.
Wow.
But I guarantee you that reference is either from Harry Potter or a Nickelodeon cartoon.
False. It's actually, I'll just tell them it's from a college humor series. Well, it's their all-nighter thing they used to do where they stay up and upload videos through the night. It's a whole thing. Anyway, Arby's is good. Try the new fries, not the curly fries. The new regular crinkle fries are better than the curly fries, if you can believe it or not. It's crazy.
Listen. Don't go to Arby's, because guess what? Cactus Jack didn't send us.
That's right.
Well, here's the thing. Just to stick to humor... Not even the humor, because I agree too. When we saw that cover in the drive-thru, I was like, "Yo, this looks like this could be his best thing."
This album doesn't sound like the album cover to me. Select songs do, but not the whole thing.
Same.
But do you want the whole album to sound the same?
No,
not the same, but be different. I mean,
Cameron, there's no difference to me
of a carnival.
5% Tint and the other joint, NC-17, don't sound the same, but they both sound carnival-y. They sound like mysterious and colorful.
Knowing Travis Scott as an artist, like, I feel like you were no one who knew him as an artist was ever going and expecting, like...
And that's probably our fault, because we didn't know him.
But this is a good thing. No, I mean, speak for yourself, Mel. I've been listening to Travis Scott from Time, and I'll tell you, like, Days Before Rodeo sounds like the days before the rodeo. Like, sounds like loud.
But
like,
not every song sounds the same.
Mean?
That project has a lot of variety on it.
It does.
What do the days before rodeo sound like?
It sounds
like what are you
I thought it was rodeo.
Sir, what are you talking about?
The days before rodeo, you gotta get ready for the rodeo, and you got cowboy boots. And you're hanging out, doing lines at the bar. The time goes slow when you're drinking
Okay,
PBR.
Macklemore, relax.
So
relax.
You've done this? You've done this before?
It's just the life on the range, life on the plains, living on the farm and the ranch.
Sir.
It's the days before rodeo, just like we're supposed to go to the carnival. This ain't no carnival.
Nah. See, if you look at Days Before Rodeo...
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I got to say to that. Go
Sir,
ahead.
listen.
No, don't act like you don't believe the same shit, that this album was billed as a carnival and it doesn't sound like one.
Well, no, it wasn't billed musically. I think the cover advertises a carnival.
No, Travis Scott,
what we got.
In the interviews leading up to this album, was saying, I want this shit to sound like the feeling that Astroworld gave me and all the place, what it was
but
like.
But do you know the feeling that Astroworld gave him, sir? Do you? Because I don't think you do. I feel like you're projecting a feeling.
I think you guys are Travis Scott bootlickers, or I should say Travis Scott. What is he wearing these days? Travis Scott freaking
belt.
What's he doing? Off-white?
Shout out to Belt. That's the classic.
Shout out to the Belt.
Video.
I just bought a belt the other day.
Me too. I actually did too.
Hey, there we go.
JCPenney. But listen,
we know what kind of belt.
I know what you were saying in the interviews.
We know what kind of belt. You got the kind of belt where you loop it through one hook, you loop it through the other, and then you pull. Okay? Friggin' Aeropostale belt.
No, okay, this is a fancy belt from JCPenney because I had to go to a ceremony. Okay, now here's the thing. He may have said what he said in the interview, but on this album, he said something, I can't remember, but something to the effect of, I don't believe what I say. So he don't even believe what he be saying. Okay, so we know this about
Cameron.
Trap.
Would you have felt, if he didn't call this album Astroworld, like, let's say he called this Straight Up. Let's say he called the album Straight Up, and this was his album Straight Up. It was the exact same album. There's just no mention of a carnival. Would you be like, yo, this sounds like a carnival?
It sounds like a ride to me, and I feel like Straight Up would have been a terrible title. Astroworld is a perfect title. It fits the album and all the marketing.
It would be a perfect title if it sounded like Astroworld. This shit sounds like...
Here's the thing, though, and this is what I wanted to get to, Moulz. Okay, so here's the thing.
Yo.
I'm with Cameron as far as if this is like a theme park or an amusement park, there are different sectors and experiences in the park, you know? And every ride's not going to feel the same or do the same thing or seek to accomplish the same thing.
Man, we're not there yet, but what the fuck is Coffee Bean? There's no Coffee Bean at the theme park.
That's when you're exiting the carnival.
You leave in the park.
You ever been on Universal City Walk?
He need coffee.
You ever been on City Walk, Moulz? With all the stores out there? Maybe there's a Coffee Bean out there.
Brother, I know exactly what you're talking about, Melvin. I already visualized.
Because Astroworld is supposed to be in Texas. That's bullshit. Astroworld's supposed to be in Texas, and Coffee Bean is a Los Angeles chain. That's fucking bullshit.
That's not true. There are coffee beans
exist everywhere. Coffee comes from a coffee bean.
You know what he's talking about. He's referring to the coffee bean.
It's a play on words, sir.
I've seen coffee.
He could be referring to pills
outside of LA. I've definitely seen it outside of LA.
I'm looking it up right now. Do they have locations in Texas? No, they
don't.
Their
corporate headquarters are in the Philippines.
They don't have any locations in Texas.
But can Travis Scott not get on a jet from Houston and fly to a Coffee Bean in Los Angeles?
Why would he do that? Part of the Astroworld experience. That's different.
Why would you order Massachusetts pizza in LA? You know, we gotta start really giving Trav some. We gotta get into this
bootlicking. I don't know what went on between Mel shitting on this album up until this point in the review.
Well, no, this is the point I want to make. To stick to the carnival theme, Astroworld is basically a place I go to that only has a few things I enjoy, and I leave like, that was that. I'm never coming back to this park. But those few things were bright spots in my day. This does fit. You know what ASTROTHUNDER is in Astroworld? It's the moment where you're walking from attraction to attraction amongst all the people, and you see a pretty girl. And you lock eyes and she walks away and you're like, I'll never see her again. And then you start getting wistful and feeling like the life you want, the life you need that might include this girl you'll never see again. You start imagining, daydreaming. It feels distant, man. That's what ASTROTHUNDER is. It's not a ride.
You're only at the carnival for 4 to 6 hours tops, and you're out here getting wistful, thinking about girls. You're supposed to
on the way doing other attractions.
You've never been to the carnival, sir? You ain't seen all of that.
I go every year. I go to the carnival more. You've never been to the... Listen, don't even get me started.
But do you go to the carnival
than you ever thought of, okay? Okay?
But sir,
my name get brought up. They say, when you talk about carnivals, do my name get brought up?
Hey, I just want to say though, you going to carnivals, I don't believe you're a single man, so you're not looking at the beautiful women
every time
that could be
from the
walking
inception
around.
of my life, every time I went to a carnival, I was not a single man. No, you see a pretty girl at a carnival, you think, oh, that's nice. She's a pretty girl who's enjoying her day at the carnival, like I'm a pretty boy who's enjoying his day at the carnival.
Not when you like Trav.
I was not a pretty boy enjoying my day at the carnival.
Okay.
Trav is not for the emo shit. It's lit.
This is one of his emo. Listen, I'm not a huge Trav encyclopedia, but he has emo records. He does.
Okay. And this is one of them.
This is one of them. I say Impossible on Rodeo is one of them. Okay, he's got them. All right, and let me lay this out. Let me walk you guys through, because here's the thing. In 2018, Cameron, you remember you were there. I came in the chat and boy, was I
vivid. I was there.
Album. Oh, you was there. It was vivid. You was there. I was calling it Astroworld. I was saying all sorts of things, and y'all was like, you just don't get it. I'm like, maybe it's not for me to get. Here's one of the songs that grew on me, and here's why. I gave this a 6+ back in 2018. So it was always on the cusp of me liking it, you know? So what happened is, I'll just tell you what my note says from my spreadsheet back in 2018 when the rating changed. I said, ASTROTHUNDER finally hit because my life's gotten even shittier since, naturally, and I'm more distant from the life I like to live, and now it's connecting even more than it almost connected the first time. So here's the complete chronology of how I came around on this record to go from a 6+ to an 8+. So what happens is he comes on the song, and from the second I hear, now to me it's always just sounded like apparently, the bad website, genius.com, says he said high off life. Apparently, he says high off life. Okay? I'm never high. High life is a bad high. It doesn't hit. It's Reggie, okay? Not high off life. But the second I hear his muddy, now you talked about this earlier, Moulz, like it's like this muddled. I hear
the vocals. I'm like, the vocals start distorting to a point where I'm not understanding what's being said anymore.
Oh, they're not even distorted. They're just mumbled at the beginning to where I don't even know what he's saying. So the second I hear that in 2018, this is what I think. I'm like, okay, here he is, Travis Scott. He's walking in the studio talking about,
I'm a little tricky boy.
Up to his little hashtag aesthetic tricks, his hot air and smoke and mirrors and his empty space at the top of the chip bag style that these kids love so much. Mr. Vibes himself, just mumbling, quote, melodically about things. And then I get even more offended when he says the first thing I can actually understand, which is, seems like the life I fiend. Seems like the life I fiend's a little distant, yeah. And you know me, I'm anal male, so I pause. I'm like, whoa, halt the presses, okay? That's an oxymoron, Trav, okay? You got me with the music. It has the wistfulness, it has the longing, which you know Mel loves. You got that in both tone and music, sonically, as the kids say. You know I've always dug that. But then you say a little distant, okay? I took the pleasure of going to Google. Distant. Adjective. Far away in space or time. It's not that you can't be a little far away, but far is far. Okay, so you wouldn't say you're a little. What do you mean a little distant? Okay, that just felt like bad writing to me. You're just filling space. But no, hold on, Cameron, because I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
He's explaining how this went from a 6+ to better than every song on Ready to Die by Notorious B.I.G.
That is what I'm doing here. Yes,
I agree with it. I agree with it wholeheartedly.
Okay, so here's the thing, folks. Okay, I'm like, I understand what you mean. It's not that it doesn't make sense. I just think it's weak writing because you're relying on us understanding what you mean without actually making sure to tighten up the writing to be deliberate and firm enough to make it make sense. So I'm already bothered by this riding around in 28. I'm like, here he is just saying stuff. Like I'm feeling it musically. I'm feeling the tone. I'm feeling the mood, the vibe, but he's messing this up for me. And then, you know, he says this thing, he gets to his Travis Scott, like free associations where he's just like, the bad website says back to remedy. I don't think that's what he says. It sounds like light the remedy to me. Light the remedy. Yeah. Sit back while I ride the beat, do it on repeat. Since controlling me, yeah. Angels halos over me. I need blessings in my peace. Okay, I'm like, all right, this is fine. This makes sense to me. I like the free associations here because he's just in a space where he's evaluating his life. Okay, we're being melancholy, we're meditating. It's appropriate to be all over the place and sort of scattered. Now, keep in mind, Moulz, I'm only doing this because it's a very short song. You said it yourself. It's like 2 minutes. The verse is about to be done after. So he's got me. I'm off board. I don't like the oxymoron. I'm okay with the first part. Then he loses me here. You've been out the streets. Yeah. Wilding on me and all my G's. We've been going for a week. Now you want to peek. Hands up while they trying to reach. I can't even get that deep. Told you I don't teach. Practice, oh no, never preach. Practice, oh no, never preach. Infiltrate the enemy. Moving on them randomly. I'm going to bring in Travis's mentor.
What the does that mean, Kobe Bryant?
What are you talking about, Travis? Okay? What are you talking about? In between, I like things like practice. I'm a practice never preacher. I prefer to practice it. But what are you talking about? Who? You've been gone for a week. Who is we? You and who? What are they trying to reach for? And you're like, I can't even get that deep. No, get that deep. That's your problem. You're fake deep. You know, get that deep because I don't know what you're talking about. Who is the enemy? Why are you moving on? And I gotta say, this is I'm in male zone right now, and no one has to feel me here. But moving on them randomly makes me itch. Okay, don't move like that. I'm sure that's effective in war to move on someone. You don't want to choreograph your moves, but the way I feel is life is governed by chaos enough as it is. We can't be moving on randomly. It makes me nervous, okay? But you know what? You ask yourself, Mel, how did you... It seems like you hate this thing. How's it an A+? Because like I said, my life got terrible. It was already terrible. It got more terrible. And I let go. I got out of my own way. I took the stick out of my butt. And I'm like, you know what? I get it. Life does feel a little distant sometimes, you know? Like, who am I to be so anal about this? I love this music. Let me be clear. This beat is maybe the best beat on the album to me. Okay, Travis, if he actually did have something to do with this, John Mayer, Thundercat, all them people.
I love this thing. The album Waterworld.
Hayden.
Well, not everything sounds like water on here.
Yeah, okay. But not everything sounds like Carnival either. You might as well split the difference. It's called Waterworld.
Listen, this guy keep trying to make it a carnival, but if you see, man, if you remember,
he made the carnival. He's the one that had the big blow up of his head. Hey, walk into my mouth.
Let me tell you, man. If you remember the original trailer that he put out announcing that Astroworld was coming, it was that little space looking video where he, you know what I'm saying, doing all the little spacey things, and it had the stargazing intro. He was not just taking us to a carnival.
I was talking about that earlier. I like that trailer.
Yeah, that was great.
It's a carnival.
And he was not just taking us to a carnival; he was taking us into a whole world. So this world
didn't take us like outer space. It was like
floating.
Exactly.
Yeah, Astroworld.
So I'm saying it's a carnival world.
One of the rides goes so far up, you go into space.
Well, think about astronomy.
Yes.
Astrology.
Yes.
You know, it's Space World. That's what it is.
Well, no, because it's a real place. It's not
stargazing.
Not anymore.
You know?
The place was discontinued. He recreated
I've done my research.
He's rebuilt it in his image, though, Moulz. This is Trav's version of Astro.
Feeling. He's not giving you the same.
It's not as good as his burger. Carnival. I'm just saying. I like the burger
better. It's not as good as his burger. Okay. Well, here's the thing, man.
That burger was an 8+. I mean, I'd agree with you if you were reviewing the burger.
This music, look, there were two reasons. Like I said, it was a 9-. It dropped back down to an 8+. It was a 9- for most of 2019. That was a dark year for me. But two reasons. I came back to earth on the lyrics, which are mostly ridiculous. And the mix, which is always bothered me. I think it's a little muddy. It's quieter than like a lot of the songs on the album. I feel like it could be cleaner. It could be crisper, snappier, but musically itself, that bass line, that like the synth that I can only describe as like a cyborg bird chirping. It's like,
yeah, I love that shit.
This chef's kiss. Okay, this beat,
beautiful.
This is the vibe of life, y'all. This beat is a vibe. This music, I had to write this out. Okay, I had to make sure that I'd say this beat, this kind of music reminds me of a time when I still believed in the mystical properties of music, let alone life. Okay, this is outstanding meditative music. This is a great beat. I love it. I think all 7 people did their jobs. Okay.
Yes.
And that was enough to get the 8+, because here's the thing. Although I wouldn't have written A Little Distant, I have to just, I fell into the mood where I understood it and I accepted it, and I was officially in Astroworld.
Biggie just couldn't get it done like Trav could.
Biggie heard this and said, I don't want to live no more, you know? It's probably what he did.
Wow.
But I just, folks, even moving on them randomly, which makes me nervous, now I hear it and I just think of like, this is Goofy Male talking now. This is like General Trav, like leading a squadron or a battalion against these unidentified ops. Okay, it's like, imagine they're just chilling at home on like a random weekday morning on the toilet, or watching the new Loki series on Disney Plus, or maybe they're touching themselves when in comes Trav moving on them randomly. They're like, "Whoa, where'd you come from?" It's like the Kool-Aid Man, you know. But that's how you get them. You don't let them know what's going. You move on them randomly. So yeah, I don't be knowing what Trav be talking about. And this is one of the instances though where I can accept. Most times I can't.
Does that put a ceiling on your rating though? Is it not a 9 because you don't care about what he's talking about?
Yes, because like I said, I came back to earth on the lyrics. Like I can't say I love it because a lot of what he's saying on
basically
here.
This is as much as you could possibly like something that you don't care for the words.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. The music and the delivery of the nonsense went out for me. That's basically why this is a strong 8 for me. I like it a lot, and it's one of those songs that, you know, when people ask me about Travis Scott, it's like, yeah, he's all right.
Even though I gave this song a 5-, I got a Moulz wacky scenario.
Oh, Moulz! Okay, here we go.
So we're at Astroworld. You know, we're we're having a good time, but in the back of our minds, we know we're in Texas. You know, things are bigger in Texas. And, you know, we get on the log flume, a classic, right? We even discuss possibly purchasing a souvenir photo and putting it online is a bit of a, you know, a bit of a viral thing, you know? So we all get in the log flume. We got Moulz, we got Mel, we got Jesse, we got Cam, you know, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Something about this, it's always bigger in Texas, you know? We go up the flume, you know? We're going up, we're going up, we're going up. We hear the water swishing around. You know, we're making the turn as we go up. We're turning. We're getting ready to do the big drop. We kind of go into that enclosed space, right? Okay. And we see the light peeking out of the other side. And, like, we know once we're fully engulfed by that light, we're going on a drop. But it's bigger in Texas. I fall out of the log flume as we're going down. I fall into the water. And then the beat starts playing. Oh! As I'm like, like I crash in. This is nasty, dirty water, but like, I'm glad I haven't broken any bones. But like, I've seriously spooked myself, and you know, I'm like, damn, I have like water in my shoes. You know, luckily I put my phone in the locker, but like, there's water in my shoes right now. I didn't think we'd be getting this wet, you know. Obviously, like, I took a fall. I'm embarrassed. I might feel a little sore, like a little whiplash from like falling out of it. A near-death experience makes me not want to go on any more rides that day, you know. But you know, I'm just feeling a little distant. I'm a little down today, you know.
So this is Moulz drowning in the theme park water.
Yes.
Well,
it's a very interesting soundtrack.
The way you describe that actually reminds me of, if they're not playing Astro Thunder, they're playing some of that Capcom music I was playing last week. That's when they pull your body out of the water.
I'm going.
And Moulz dies. Oh, dear. Oh, folks, Astro Thunder, you know? It's Astro Thunder. And what can I say? I like it a lot. You want to talk about vibes. This is a vibe. All right.
Can I give a closing
you know, those
statement?
clunky bass notes I was talking about, was like boom, boom, boom. I'm always a sucker for those.
Yeah, it's good.
Like those.
It's good.
That's what prevented it from being a 4, honestly.
Okay.
Wow. I think if it seems like we're giving closing statements here for my final statement about this song, I just want to highlight, you know, a few of the 7 producers. You know, you got Thundercat on there. That man.
The 7, what is it, Magnificent 7 over here.
They are indeed the Magnificent 7 for this one. That man Thundercat, he does his thing always. And then I want to highlight one more person. That man.
I know who it is.
That man, John Mayer.
You ain't black.
The white boy himself.
That white boy, John Mayer. Listen here. I never heard a solo John Mayer song in my life, but I love John Mayer because guess what? Every time that man gets on a hip-hop song, he knows the assignment. He does the assignment. He gets an A+ on the assignment, and he leaves an apple on the teacher's desk after he does the assignment.
I'll say this, Cameron, to your point. He has never shown up on a song and like over contributed to the point where it feels like a John Mayer song featuring a rapper.
That's Bon Iver.
Yeah, he always puts in like
don't hate on my guy Justin Vernon.
Hey, you know I got to do it. This is Kanye's fault, by the way. Okay,
well,
bringing all these white boys in
here. This whole album is Kanye's fault. If Kanye didn't exist, this kid would just be selling vapes on Hypebeast forums. This trap. Okay,
hey,
maybe
what?
Not even that, because
we're here,
you know,
and this is great. Astro World, baby.
Listen, John Mayer. If you've never heard a solo John Mayer song, Cameron, might I recommend the song "Belief"? That is a 10 out of 10. It's one of my all-time favorite songs.
Cameron, if you've never heard a solo John Mayer song, I'd say you've been doing life correctly, and I would advise you to continue doing you, my man.
No, listen,
Well,
John Mayer, he has good solo songs. This is ridiculous to say this. I've never heard an album. I will one day, though.
I might.
You know?
I probably won't.
That's had to do it to him music if I've ever heard it. We don't listen to that around here.
No. Listen, that belief, bro. Listen, you got to understand about the belief, okay? It's a 10 out of 10. Go listen to that belief.
It's a 10 out of 10 better than any Biggie song on Ready to Die.
Yes.
And better than any
and the people who are mad right now about hearing that, the song is about y'all because John Mayer says, "Oh, everyone believes and how they think it ought to be." You know, everyone believes and how they think it ought to be. That's the point of the song. Everybody has their own belief. Go listen to the record. Listen to the record, okay? What Charlie Murray say? Challenge him, all right? And make sure your people is there to see the game because he might just embarrass you, okay? What does that have to do with John Mayer? I don't know. TheGuardian.com, February 11th, 2010. John Mayer apologizes after using N-word in Playboy. I know what he did, okay?
Musician.
I know.
Slate
we forgave him.
Singer-songwriter after a bizarre interview in which Mayer claimed to have a white supremacist penis.
Huh.
2010.
He did what now?
I cannot speak to the racial proclivities of John Mayer's penis.
Hey, Childish Gambino rap about his penis hole.
Oh, he used the hard R N-word too. Wow, that's bold.
No, he didn't do that. No, come on.
That's cap. Totally cap. That means lie.
That's cap. That means lie. He did not say that. Okay.
No, he
John
said
Mayer would not do that.
He said, "Someone asked me I'm looking at the quote. Someone asked me the other day, what does it feel like now to have a hood pass? And by the way, it's sort of a contradiction in terms because if you really had a hood pass, you could call it a redacted hard R pass."
What?
Wow. All right. Well, I won't be listening
folks,
to any John Mayer songs.
This is what happens when you find songs in the 9th grade on your 5th grade crush's MySpace page and carry them with you for the rest of your life. You give them 10 out of 10s.
When black women throw themselves at him, he doesn't open himself up to it. His dick is sort of a white supremacist. He has a Benetton heart and a fucking David Duke cock.
Man, not gonna listen to any...
Mel, don't worry. He apologized. Mel. You accepted his apology, you said.
Like I said, who is we? I didn't accept no apologies. You could run the tape back on that one.
You still stand by those statements, Mel? Now that he's apologized?
Astro Thunder is still a great song. Seems like the life I need is a little distant, though. Especially
I know it is because he brought that boy into the studio and John Mayer was looking at him funny when he was in the booth.
Astro Thunder, Belief, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, all those records.
I don't hate none of y'all. Y'all family. I love y'all. But we got to draw some lines. This shit getting out of hand.
And that's all I can say. That's
Cam, you got anything to plug?
Go listen to my music. I drop a lot of that, and it's pretty good. So yeah, thank you.
I love it.
I
love it.
I'm loving the crypto freestyle.
Thank you.
Everyone
this is true. Cameron, he's not just saying this because we on the radio. He's talked to me about the crypto freestyle in our private time.
Hey,
okay?
I really appreciate that. Like, truly, thank you very much.
I love the bars.
And listen, you're still. Yeah, you bring it. Listen, Cameron's got it all, folks. If you don't know, he's got the bars. He's got the contemporary.
He's got the vibes, but sometimes he comes back to remind people he's also got the bars. Don't play with him.
That's right.
He's not one of these rapping guys that doesn't have any bars.
He can do it. He's straight out the dungeons of rap. Don't get it wrong. But I know. We came up together.
Hip-hop
and not for nothing. One time I asked him, can you rap on this song from the perspective of an alien who's about to abduct someone? And he said yes, and he did that too. So
would these new rappers do that?
We out here.
Think not.
Nah, these kids can't do that shit. We already know.
Like, maybe some of them would try, but they fail.
I could even point you to some raps about Star Wars over some MF Doom beats, but only the real know about that. Only the real know about Recess.
Listen, man. Bringing up all these deep cuts.
Okay? The real historians know.
We got it all.
Run up those streams, that Van Buren. We don't make music anymore, so you gotta go listen to his.
Please.
I still want to see my friends win. You know, you got to get Cameron to the top. Okay, we was in the mud together. Okay, I know this man well enough to know that he's got what it takes. All right, stop playing with him.
Thank you.
Okay,
you know how Bob Marley said, "I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot the deputy."
Yeah,
he didn't shoot anybody, so you could feel free to support him wholeheartedly and unconditionally.
That is also true. Please support me. Please stream my music. It helps pay the bills.
Shout out to all that, you know, and listen, he's not just doing things because it's pop. I know you say crypto freestyle. Oh, he's one of these newfangled men running around crypto this here. Listen, Cameron don't just be saying stuff. He knows what he be talking about. All right, that man, he's building a small fortune over there. I was talking to him.
I'm trying.
If you don't listen to the song, you have no leg to stand on in this world, okay?
That's right.
Let these folks know.
So run it up, run the streams. You already know.
This is the last note I got to say about Van Buren's music, all right?
Only real music's going to last. All that other bullshit is here today and gone tomorrow.
And he will not be gone tomorrow. So, yeah.
True facts. I love it.
All right, okay. Next time I'd love for you to come on for a song that I like. We got to make that happen.
Hey man, we'll get there one day. I mean, apparently you just hate everything though.
That is
a misconception about Moulz. We got to kill this narrative. Everyone thinks Moulz. Listen, I'll play it again.
That's cap. Totally cap. That means lie.
It's cap. Moulz does not hate everything. I know. I spend hours at a time with this man every week. Pause just in case. Okay, he likes plenty of things. He loves things.
I don't even hate most things. I'm indifferent towards a lot of things, I would say.
Okay, that's fair. Because I don't really say you don't even dislike the song. It's just you.
Yeah, I don't really hate. I mean, I think I was telling Mel this. I don't really hate any rappers. Like, legitimately hate. You know, there's some rappers whose music I'm not that big of a fan of, but only very few artists have been able to touch me in such a way that I'm like, I fucking hate your guts.
Yeah. Okay, I get that.
I mean, everyone has good songs, you know? That's my thing, is that, like, even Playboi Carti might have 5 or 6 songs that I like. Would I call myself a full-fledged fan of his music? No. But if I like some of his songs, obviously I get the appeal to an extent, right?
Theoretically. I feel it.
You know? So, if anything, I feel like as the voice of the olds on this show, at least, if I'm like, yo, this, what's that song I like, Mel? Playboi Carti, Pull Up?
I don't know.
Is that what it's called? Pull Up?
Is
there a song called Pull Up that we reviewed?
Was it on
Yes, there's a song on Dialect called Pull Up.
All right, so I like Pull Up, right? So maybe my old heads would be like, you know what? I'm not going to check out the young man, but I'll check out that Pull Up because the old man liked it.
Oh, you like Pull Up, Shooter, Mileage, and you like Chopper Won't Miss, and No Time.
I like 5
No Time.
No
Time is a classic.
It is. That's another 8+ for me. He said,
"Is that the one? Does that have Gunna on it, Mel? That one?
Yeah.
That one's really good. I remember that one. Listen, and that's only off one Playboy album. Imagine I heard the others. Perhaps I could become a fan.
If y'all review any more, I got some.
Oh, we will. I'll tell you what, we will one day soon. Well, at least like soon-ish, because our Die Lit review is like one of our top 5 most downloaded reviews. Like a lot of people love that review, apparently.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
So he brings, I mean, he's a draw, man. He brings in the numbers for sure. So we will be doing him again.
There we go.
I want to do a whole lot of red.
Hey.
Oh, listen, a whole lot of red. That's.
Call me up for that one.
We definitely will, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all misunderstood it. Y'all misunderstood it.
They absolutely did.
I haven't had a chance to comprehend it yet. Jeez, I just met the woo. I mean, it takes time, you know? Little baby said, it's my turn. I said, no, not yet. Thank you.
Have you heard?
You see how he gets on a roll? He's just
sir. Have you heard the voice of the heroes yet? Have you heard their voices?
I heard the single voice of the heroes. This shit was some of the worst shit I've ever heard in my life. Mel played it for me. I said, what the fuck is this?
I do not believe I will be hearing any of that.
Moulz said,
"This is garbage."
This is garbage.
That was it.
Yeah, I think I'm over there with Moulz on that one. I don't think I'll be going to play that album anytime soon.
But Little Baby keeps saying it's my turn, and I said it's not. I'm not ready yet. I keep hearing about dripping. You're still dripping. It's too slippery. It's not your turn yet. Sit down.
Hey, man.
You got to mop up the floor.
The drip is too hard. This drip is just
way too hard. That guy.
Wait, one of them's dripping, and the other one's like harder. Little Baby's the hard one. He's the one that's like erect. Gunna's the one that's dripping everywhere.
Drip or drown.
Yeah. Anyway, folks, this has been track 11, Astro Thunder. Cameron, Van Buren, I thank you once again for joining us. I guess we'll get back into this theme park that I only enjoy certain aspects of.
Well,
we're not
thank you for having me.
Mel.
Yes, you're at a whole theme park world, and y'all should enjoy it while I leave and go back to Earth.
We are in
the remains of the torn down theme park. We were lied to. All right, we'll see you next. We'll see you for the next song, Cameron. We'll see you soon. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me once again. Bye, guys.
Yo, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all the other episodes, stop by raprankings.com or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform.